Okay guys, Mathis method this week. I can't even hardly talk. I'm going to talk about follow through and how important it is in getting our rope, our tip through, our rope across the legs, and finishing our delivery. Okay. The one thing I'm gonna pimp our Helomatic dummy here for a little bit. The one thing that I like about roping these Helomatics is that these legs are so wide at the bottom, and you have to throw a clean loop in order to catch them. Okay, a lot of the dummies that are out there, the legs are real narrow, or you know, they're a lot easier to rope than this is. And I mean, these things you absolutely cannot cheat in your timing. So I think the most important thing for me as a heeler is when I deliver my rope, if I take my hand across both legs, I will catch both legs. If I get my horse in a position where I can't see both legs and I have to stop at his neck, then there's a good chance that I'm going to rope a leg. I'm not saying you're not going to have to rope a steer that goes under your horse's neck every once in a while, and then you got to kind of convert. But I like to talk about team roping, especially for the novice guys, about a consistency standpoint. Okay, and if I can position myself every time where I can come across both legs, you're going to have a much better catch ratio. Finish all the way over here. Okay. Another thing, another guy asked me, well, when you throw a trap, you know, that was kind of a scoop loop where the bottom was on the ground, and I kind of drew the bottom through. I had a guy ask me the other day, I was doing a lesson, well, what about a trap? Don't you have to stop your hand outside the leg for a trap? And I said, well, I don't. I said a lot of people do, and there's really no right way to do it, but I think it's easier for the human brain, okay, if you do the same things every time, we can get into a habit. Okay, so a trap loop for me is just the same delivery, the same across, but I'm going to turn my hand flat instead of shaking hands. I'm going to turn my hand flat, and I'm going to release my rope sooner, but I'm still going to follow through all the way across the legs. Okay? That way, every time, if I train my brain every time to go across those legs, both of them, then when I get on my horse, all I have to do is get in to the inside of the steer in position, and my brain will be trained to come across those legs, whether I'm throwing a scoop or a trap.